Mother is the first word that every child utters. Transcending the barriers of language, race and country, this word evokes the same sentiment in every heart: love. When in pain, the first person we think of and call out to spontaneously is Ma. And listening to this call of a child, no mother can wait. Her heart melts. Setting aside everything else, she rushes to help and shower love. 11 years ago, the Divine Mother's heart melted to the cries of her many children. Yes, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, whose love is more than that of million mothers, responded to the prayers of his children. On the auspicious morning of 23rd November 1990.
గుండె జబ్బు వస్తే కొన్ని లక్షలు వ్యయం చేసి అమెరికాకు వెళుతున్నారు. వీళ్ళ గతి ఏమిటి? వారిని చూచేటువంటి వారెవరు? పట్టణానికి వెళితే కలర్ నీళ్ళైనా వాళ్ళ మొహాలు కొట్టరు. అలాంటి దురవస్థను గుర్తించి మనము ఇక్కడ ఒక పెద్ద వైద్యాలయాన్ని నిర్మించాము. బైపాస్ సర్జరీ కానీ, లేక కిడ్నీ మార్చడం కానీ, లంగ్స్ ఆపరేషన్ చేయటం కానీ, బ్రెయిన్ ఆపరేషన్ చేయటం కానీ అన్ని ఉచితంగానే. ప్రారంభోత్సవం కూడా అప్పుడే నిర్ణయించుకున్నాం. 91 నవంబర్ 22 ఇది ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేస్తాం. ఎవరు కూడా అర్థం చేసుకోలేదు.
Thus, my story began. One word from Bhagawan. This word reverberated across the continents and 7 seas to come back and concretize into Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. Countless are the men and women who have toiled to give the Lord's word a name and form. With the contours conjured up by an eminent architect, constantly prompted by the hidden hand of Bhagawan, the plans for the hospital took shape, blending ancient Indian architectonics with modern functionality. From the divine Sankalpa to the momentous declaration, from the announcement to its actual implementation, I went through many an uncertainty and impossible situations. At last, on the nick of time, I was finally complete to welcome one and all with open arms. Here I stood, notwithstanding the fact that I was a mere drawing less than 8 months ago. Today, with domes reaching into the sky, granite floors like mirrors all new and sparkling, and equipment which would be the dream of any surgeon, I eagerly awaited the call of duty. Indeed, every brick was cemented with a sacred purpose. Every inch was imbued with the immortal strength of selfless love. It was so clear, the love from the heart of the Lord, seeking only to infuse life into every heart. My journey had now begun, to embrace the weary travelers in the path of life with love and warmth. In a tiny hamlet near Anantpur lived a poor laborer. His 14-year-old son, Vijay Bhaskar Reddy, had a hole in the heart from his birth, a congenital defect called atrial septal defect. This kind of defect in the heart requires open heart surgery, costing lakhs of rupees, an amount well beyond the means of the majority of people in India. Vijay Bhaskar's parents fell into this category and were helpless and mute spectators to the deteriorating health of their son. Until I, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, came into the picture. Here came a ray of hope for this poor family. On the inaugural morning of 22nd November 1991, Vijay Bhaskar was wheeled into the operating room. Vijay Bhaskar was the first patient chosen to undergo open heart surgery at the hospital and to be the recipient of Bhagawan's immeasurable love.
ఈనాడు ఒక శుభవార్త అనౌన్స్ చేయవలసి వచ్చింది. మన భారతదేశ ప్రధానమంత్రి ప్రారంభించిన తరువాత
after the Prime Minister inaugurated the hospital,
15 నిమిషములకే డాక్టర్ ఆపరేషన్ ప్రారంభించారు.
Within 15 minutes, doctors started the operations.
3 గంటల లోపల 4 పెద్ద ఆపరేషన్లు అంతా జరిగాయి.
In 3 hours, 4 major operations were performed.
ఒకటి చాలా కాంప్లికేటెడ్ ఆపరేషన్.
One of them was a very complicated operation.
ఆ హార్ట్ లోపల రంధ్రం ఉంటుండాలి.
There was a hole in the heart.
అలాంటి ఆపరేషన్ కూడాను సక్సెస్ అయిపోయింది. అందరూ క్షేమంగా ఉన్నారు.
Even such an operation has been successful and everybody is healthy and happy.
I can never forget the glitter in the eyes of his parents and the contented face of Vijay Bhaskar, full of smiles at his rebirth. From that historic day till today, his heart beats with gratitude and love for Swami. I recollect a wonderful incident that happened a few months after the inauguration. Bhagawan had left for Vrindavan. The staff felt the absence of the Lord. They missed the daily darshans and the frequent visits Bhagawan had made to me. One such night, I was privy to the inner thoughts of the sister in charge of the cardiac intensive care unit, who had just arrived to commence her duties.
These operated patients, lying semi-conscious, are kept alive by continuous drug infusion and other life-supporting equipments. But who is really looking after them? These gadgets, the doctors, we nurses? Oh Bhagawan, in his invisible yet omnipresent form. Is Bhagawan here now? Of course he is here. But can I see him? Can I?
She happened to look towards the door, filled with these thoughts, and she was awestruck to see Bhagawan himself standing on the other side of the glass door, smiling at her. As she rushed towards Bhagawan, she could only see the orange robe of the Lord vanish into the darkness. A divine fragrance was the only reminder of the divine manifestation. In a state of disbelief and bliss, she stood rooted to the spot. Her eyes then fell on the letters on the glass panes of the door, where Bhagawan had been standing. And as if in a flash, she understood the true import of the words, I see you. We We are forever under his divine gaze. Thus, Bhagawan has implanted the concept of his omnipresence in the minds of the staff. And such an assurance reinstates faith in the saying, "Doctors treat, but truly God heals." Along with Bhagawan's omnipresence, I have had the unparalleled good fortune of his physical presence in the hospital many a time. At such moments, the limitless energy of the Lord surges forth to heal the health-impaired patients, rejuvenating every diseased cell of their body. While I look after the physical treatment of the body, Bhagawan looks after the complete healing of the soul. Leaving everyone in raptures of ecstasy, Bhagawan redefines the sphere of patient-doctor relationship. His presence in the hospital demonstrates the tremendous power of love in action. As he says,
ప్రేమతో నీవు పేషెంట్లు ముట్టితే వాడు తప్పక నివారణ అయిపోతుంది ఆ జబ్బు. చూచేటప్పటికి హోప్లెస్ అంటే వాడు
If you treat your patients with love, the patients will definitely be relieved of their ailments. You must infuse confidence in the patients by speaking cheerfully and encouraging words.
Is the patient in despair and suffering, searching for a cure and happiness alone? No. In this hospital, the doctor, with a broader vision, becomes his guiding partner, his confidant, and helps him navigate the rough seas of illness towards the noble aspiration of health with empathy, support, and encouragement. Inspired by Bhagawan, the doctor and the patients share a bond of divine love between them.
हर प्राणी में साई, हर प्राणी में बाबा, सब प्रेम करो, सब प्रेम करो, मेरा साई प्रसन्न होगा। दिन दुखियों से प्रेम करो, मेरा साई प्रसन्न होगा। दिन दुखियों से प्रेम करो, मेरा साई प्रसन्न होगा। दिन दुखियों से प्रेम करो, मेरा साई प्रसन्न होगा।
Everything seems to be ready for the operation. We have Dr. Neelam Desai, who's there with us right from 1992. She has been handling all adult as well as pediatric surgical cases concerning cardiac surgery. Dr. Neelam Desai, could you tell us something more about this patient and what do you feel is the most unique feature of this cardiac unit?
This is an off-pump bypass case.
I see.
Where the patient is not put on heart-lung machine and the operation is performed on a beating heart.
Okay.
The benefits of operating on a beating heart are tremendous. The recovery is faster.
Okay.
We have done over 250 such cases so far and we have had good results. 11,000 total cardiac operations so far.
Okay.
1,300 have been coronary artery bypass which were done on pump. 750 valve replacements, 100 cardiac tumors and aneurysm cases.
I see.
We have also done over 5,000 children operation. Now by the grace of Bhagawan we have had a very high success rate and we have an excellent team doing good cardiac work. It is very gratifying to work here where the medical relief is given much more consideration than the commercial gain.
This is cardiac Cath Lab. We have Dr. Keshav Prasad, who was practicing in California, USA for the last 18 years, and Dr. Hugo Sandri from Italy. Can you tell us something about the Cath Lab?
This is the cardiac Cath Lab. We have two labs here.
Okay.
We do both diagnostic and interventions. Diagnostic is just before the surgery. We want to diagnose before they go for open heart surgery.
I see.
And the intervention includes both rheumatic and valvular congenital, and also we do angioplasties of coronary arteries.
What about you, Dr. Sandri?
Basically, I came here for Swami, for the lab of Swami.
Okay.
I've been working here since almost 10 years in this wonderful hospital in a small village in which there was scarcity of water and electricity. It was a chronic problem. If we think that in this place more than 10,000 cardiac surgery have been done, more than 10,000 CATS procedure have been done, more than 4.5 lakhs of echo tests have been done, and more than 20,000 stress tests have been done. This is unbelievable, and it is the real proof of Swami's divinity and Swami's love.
We have Professor H.S. Bhatt here, who has been with us right from the day this hospital started functioning. He is appropriately called one of the pillars of Indian urology. Professor Bhatt, so can you tell something more about this urology department?
Bhagawan Sathya Sai felt that these patients, particularly the very poor, old patients and children belong to very poor families, can't afford to go to cities for urological diseases because it costs money.
What do you feel is the difference in the attitude of the patients who come here?
Patients coming here are more grateful than those who go to institutions where they are all paying institutions. Because money, after the patient gets well, what is bothering him is his bill. Here the patients come, they know it is all free, every aspect of patient care is free.
The field of ophthalmology, the eye surgery, has grown by leaps and bounds in the recent past in the form of laser surgery, newer instrumentation. We have Dr. Prasad, Dr. Kavita in the ophthalmology OT here. Dr. Prasad, can you tell what is the unique feature of this ophthalmology unit?
Well, we are having the latest equipment in our OT. With that, we are giving priority for pediatric cataracts and traumatic cataracts. By this, we are able to deliver medical and surgical advances in ophthalmology to the poorest man, and this is only possible with the infinite mercy of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
We have a fully equipped vitreoretinal unit capable of performing the entire spectrum of vitreoretinal surgeries.
I see.
And procedures being done here like lensectomies, vitrectomies with intraocular gas, silicone oil and endolaser.
From the day of inception till this day, 10 years have passed. I have seen patients coming to me with tears of grief and leaving with ecstasy. This feat is possible because of the combined effort of so many individuals working together in a cohesive environment. The clean and well-maintained premises, the loving care in a supportive environment of understanding and thoughtful human interaction give a more touching commentary on my functioning. In the words of Bhagawan, our Divine Mother,
ఇలాంటి హాస్పిటల్ ఇంత కీర్తిని ఇంత విఖ్యాతిని సాధించిందంటే ఇందులో చేరినటువంటి యొక్క వైద్యులు, దానికి తగినటువంటి సహాయకారులైనటువంటి టెక్నీషియన్స్, దానికి సహాయకారులైనటువంటి నర్సెస్, దానికి సహాయకారులైనటువంటి వాలంటీర్స్ అందరూ.
Within a short span of time, this hospital has become one of the best hospitals. This hospital owes its magnificent success to the coordinated efforts of doctors, nurses, technicians and volunteers.
ఒక్క పుష్పం హారం కాదు కదా, అనేక పుష్పాలు చేరినప్పుడే ఇది ఒక హారంగా తయారవుతుంది. ఈ అనేక పుష్పాలు చేర్చడానికి ఏది ఆధారము? దారము ఆధారము. ఈ డాక్టర్స్ అంతా ఒక చక్కని సుగంధముతో చేరినటువంటి పుష్పం వంటి వారు. వీళ్ళందరి యొక్క ఐకమత్యమును, అందరి సహకారమును, సానుభూతిని చేర్చేటువంటి యొక్క స్వామి దీని యొక్క థ్రెడ్.
One single flower cannot make a garland. It needs many flowers to make a garland. It requires a thread also. All these doctors are like the fragrant flowers, and Bhagawan is the invisible thread that binds them together into a beautiful garland.
Appreciation has never failed to come my way. Various dignitaries, sentinels of the medical fraternity, and pioneers in the field of medicine have visited me and have showered me with words of recognition, for I hold out a message that is most relevant today. On this auspicious occasion of my 10th anniversary, I join all those exceptional souls working with me to make the message of Bhagawan, love all, serve all, reach the hearts of people in rededicating ourselves to this unique cause. This is my story, a story that is open for everyone to see, hear, experience and derive joy from. By treating patients completely free of cost, I stand and serve as a living example for others to emulate. I have a message for the world in the words of our Lord.
సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు కూడా ధనవంతుల దగ్గర మీరు ధనం తీసుకోవచ్చును, కానీ కొంత బీదవారు వస్తే ఫ్రీగా మీరు ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేయటము తప్పక మీరు పూనుకోవాలి. కనుక ఏ దేశం వారైనా సరే వారానికి 1-2 పేషెంట్ కైనా ఫ్రీగా మనం చేయాలి. ఈ ఫ్రీ సర్వీస్ మనం చేసినప్పుడు మనలో మనకి దివ్యత్వం.
Doctors, you can charge rich people, but when poor people approach you, you treat them free. Let them be of any religion or country. Render free service at least once a week. Besides your regular work, you should render free service. You can then experience the divinity within you.
Paropakaraya phalanti vrukshaha Paropakaraya vahanti nadyaha Paropakaraya duhanti gayaha Paropakaraya idam sariram Paropakaraya idam sariram.
For the past 76 years, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba has been tirelessly kindling love in every heart. In countless ways, he has been giving shape to his selfless love. Schools, institutions, the university, drinking water projects to thousands of drought-prone villages. The list is endless. Another golden chapter in the saga of selfless service to mankind was added on 19th January 2001. Yet another super speciality hospital was born in Whitefield, Bangalore on this day.